burning alive!
Well, when life gives you lemons.
We've got the aftermath of all the foil. We got lucky, I think. Oil wiring survived. The loom took the most of the damage. This is probably the most wiped out wire we got there. Heat wrap did its job. It's pretty much done for. I'm going to redo both of these oil lines anyways. I'm going to redo every fuel line too. No longer doing nylon except for out the back. Broke right through it. I didn't quite get through the rubber yet. All that happened, that O-ring. I don't know if it's I curled it or is already broken or I installed it wrong before, but I'm gonna order a brand new like fuel injector, O-ring kit and all that stuff and replace all that. I think we got really lucky. There isn't too much damage. The wiring looks to be good. We'll have to find out after I clean it. So before I pull everything off, I'm gonna clean it all up. Hopefully it's not too hard. I heard this extinguisher stuff's a bitch. Just take these off, the coil packs off, instead of dealing with covering it up with tape and protecting it. So I may or may not need a new filter. No big deal. Just crunched. Just some purple power, and man, it looks way better. I'm gonna keep on going. Oh, you smell it?
The Rock is cooking!
You don't? Look at that. I'm just gonna buy a new filter, but crunch. Oh, it just went in my mouth.
That's what she said!
Yeah. At this point, there is still a ton to be cleaned, but I am going to be redoing the oil lines and the fuel lines, so I'm going to go ahead and pull all those off and then pull the radiator out and get that cleaned, and I'll have an easier view with everything out to be able to clean everything else. Because the power steering cooler is attached to the radiator, I'm going to have to drain the power steering fluid as well. First hose is popped off. Right here. Now I'm gonna do this top hose, and we can pull this out. Big oof. Toast. All the new lines and all the stuff that we need is here. Got a bunch of 6A line for the new fuel line. Just enough amount of 10A line for the new oil lines. I went steel this time because nylon is not really fuel friendly. I have the top oil line that was not covered with heat wrap, and then I have, oh, this is blurry, and then I have the one that was completely wrapped in heat wrap, and the heat wrap was pretty destroyed. For sure did its job. Look at that. Now look at this. Big old yikes. Alright, it's cleaning up pretty well. I'm gonna go ahead and knock this fuel line and fuel rails off. Keeping it tight till they're all loose, and I'll pop it off all at the same time. This is for sure the one that caught on fire. Look at the O-ring. I gotta tighten this up on here because you can't tighten it in such a tight spot on the car. Both the oil lines are finished. Everything's mounted, tightened. Just have to put the radiator back on. It's going by decently quick. I still have this one line to remove. That's it. The rest of the fuel lines are over there. And then get to making the new line. I ordered brand new fittings because that entire fuel system was an Amazon fuel system. And I don't think it was very smart to do. So I swapped in. Everything's race flux now. And I also got better heat wrap for the header because it's right by the fuel line. Pretty much pull all these fittings off the lines, cut those up for shape, for size for all three of these. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
All fuel lines are done. Stop recording me doing those. I didn't think you wanted to see a time lapse of me doing it for 2-3 minutes of just making lines. This doesn't have a fitting because Rx7s use a hard line and millimeter. I can't find any AN fittings that will fit that. So I just slide this over and tighten it up with a hose clamp, and I haven't had any issues yet with that, and so I'm gonna just keep doing it. So every line is now ran to where they're supposed to be, but before I put the fuel rail and the new O-rings on the injectors on, I'm going to do it like a final cleaning, and I know I need to clean a little bit of whatever loom is left. I got the new O-rings on in the top, and these already pressed into the fuel rails. I don't have O-ring retainers for the bottom anymore. Couldn't find out where to buy them as they're only to retain the O-ring. So I guess I'm gonna have to take pliers and peel the O-rings out of the bottom of the intake every time I take these injectors off, which is not really that big of a deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw them on just like that. Alright, so all the lines are hooked up, fuel oil's tightened down. Everything is tightened down actually. So the fuel system, it's ready to go. I gotta put oil in, coolant in, power steering fluid in, and hook up and tighten all the lines for those. Tightened, ready to go. Just now need to connect the fuel injectors, put the coil packs back on, see if the harness still works. We're gonna try and start it. Alright. Is there any leakage? See, this is why I check. I'm so squirting fucking fuel. I don't think the O-ring did fail. So it goes up and down. And I notice this bracket holding it on way taller. It's flipped backwards. All of them are right except for this one. So it's allowing this rail to be too tall. Well, I'm hoping so, because I'd rather be a dumbass than have to buy something else.